Those glasses, I can't tell whether you're looking at me or not.
I'm looking at you.
Well, stop it.
I'm supposed to be watching you.
Do you have to watch me every second? Can't you read a magazine or something? Some kind of friend you turned out to be.
Whoever said I was a friend?
You certainly made my husband think you were honest.
There is no honesty.
I certainly believe that. Ian said that all you ever wanted to do was get the phone book for him.
Maybe I still want to do that.
I don't believe that for a second. You want it for yourself. Cameron isn't really a member of the CEA, is he? He works for himself. I bet he's a member of the KBG.
That's KGB.
I bet you work for them, too.
Why don't you just relax, Mrs. Devereaux? It'll all be over soon.
They're not going to hurt Ian, are they? I mean, if Cameron gets what he wants, there's no reason for him to hurt my husband.
It's me. Come here.
So kind.
It's all right now, honey. I've got you in my arms, and I'm never going to let you go.
Did they catch Cameron?
No, they didn't. But you don't have to worry about that, sweetheart. Everything is going to be all right from now on.
Now. All right, now let me try this one more time. This is the last notation in the code, and this has to be it.
It's hopeless. We've tried all day.
Well, shut up, will you? Damn it! It has to be us. We're doing something wrong.
We've done everything wrong, David, but not with the computer. We've tried it 100 different ways, and it always comes up negative results. We've been had.
You're right. I can't believe it. He's made a fool of me.
Devereaux must have switched disks.
I'm going back there, Andre. I'll get the right disc this time. If I have to kill him. I swear I will. I'll kill him. And his beloved Raven.
So you see, Chief Mallory, Mr. Cameron won't be taking that phone book anywhere.
So it looks like you might have the last laugh after all. At least where Cameron's concerned.
Quite right.
So how'd you do it? How'd you pull it off? What were the mechanics?
Very simple. When all is said and done. The only other copy of that list in existence is in the files of the Counter-Espionage Agency in Washington, D.C. Because when I made that copy for Cameron, I gave the computer another instruction. Erase. So when I pressed the button, the list was erased forever.
You've been through hell, darling. I know you have, but it's all over now. Cameron made fools of all of us, but he's not going to do that anymore.
I can't believe we didn't see through the whole thing. I can't believe he got away with as much as he did without the CEA finding out either.
Well, he probably put up a good front, kept on sending reports to his superiors, telling what a good job he was doing. He probably could even tell a little bit of the truth. He told me, for example, that he was the one who framed me for espionage.
What?
Yeah. He's the one who put those papers in my safe so we could get you to get close to Ian.
You mean he conned us into this whole thing?
Yeah, he did. And then in the last 24 hours or so, he became desperate, like crazy. He killed the agent who tried to save you at the warehouse.
Oh, that poor man. If it wasn't for him,
You don't have to think about it, honey. It's all over now.
No, it's not all over now. Not until Cameron is in custody.
Well, he's not in custody now, but he will be with all the police looking after him. And besides, he's not around here. I mean, I'm sure he took off to another country. He could never have stayed in Monticello, not with the police and the CEA after him.
What about Ian?
What about him?
Well, are they going to arrest him?
I don't know. They don't have evidence on him now, I think. But I don't know what's going to happen.
He knows everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Well, I'm going to have to talk to him, you know.
Look, Mr. Aker, I know that it's very late in the game, but we're asking you to reconsider. Now, Mr. Whitney's plans have changed completely. No, he really doesn't want to sell. Well, yes, of course I know that. That's perfectly understandable. You do have every legal right. Well, certainly. It's just that he asked me to call. Yes, I'll tell him. Thank you. Damn it, Gunther, when will you ever learn to knock?
Why, what's wrong, Spence?
Well, you just heard. Why don't you tell me?
The man said no, huh?
They all said no. There's no way he's going to reverse this liquidation. The deals have already been joined. It's too late.
I guess the boat's done gone, right?
All except for the Whitney Theater, and that's been shuttered. Gunther, you're right. The party is over.
Well, I guess you're all washed up here then, right?
My bag's all packed.
It's all packed. Well, I guess this is goodbye then. Gee, I'm gonna miss you, Spence.
As painful as this moment may seem, Gunther, it is our last.
Gee. Well, in that case, Spence, I want to give you your going-away present. It's something I've been wanting to give you for a long time.
I'm touched, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, I thought maybe you would be. God, that was a dirty trick, Spence.
You think you broke it?
I think I'm going to like to break the other one.
Now, just hold it for a minute. That's important business for Whitney out there. Now, go answer the door.
You know, you are one lucky guy. Yeah?
Good evening. I have an appointment with Mr. Varney.
All right, come on in. He's in the study there. I'll take your coat, your suitcase here.
No. It's quite all right, thank you.
New York is going to be fabulous. Do you know the city well?
Yes.
Oh, that's right. You were there performing with, what's her name?
Martine.
Duval. Right. So you still must have some friends there, hmm?
A few.
Are you going to finish that dessert? Do you mind if I do?
Not at all.
You are going to love Jeremy.
Jeremy who?
Jeremy White, my friend who's producing in New York.
Ah, yes.
He's a little eccentric. He affects an opera cape and a Salvador Dali mustache.
Weird.
Well, it is a little. He just does it to get attention, which he needn't do, really. He's wildly talented. He says he can't promise anything definite, Gavin, but he wants you to meet every person who's important in the New York theater. After all, you need contacts. It's not what you know, it's whom you know, right?
Right.
Gavin, you're running out of monosyllables.
Sorry, Camilla.
Your enthusiasm is overwhelming. I thought you'd be thrilled to go to New York to further your career. But you seem less and less enthused the closer we get to leaving.
I'm enthused.
Well, for heaven's sake, why don't you show it, sweetheart?
Gavin. Ah, Cliff. Hi. You know, this is Camilla Devereaux, Cliff Nelson.
Hello.
Ah, Camilla Devereaux. Well, how are things? Okay. Can I talk to you for a minute? Sure. Hello. You don't mind, do you?
I think at this point, the lady is supposed to retire to the powder room, so I shall too. Would you be a dear and guard my dessert?
I'll protect it. Okay, Cliff, what's up? I think we better have a little talk about you and Jody. Or more specifically, about Jody and this guy she's going out with, Preacher. I have no control over who she sees or who she doesn't see, nor do I really care. Now, just a minute here. Now, there's some things going on here you don't know about, and I know it's none of my business, but I'm going to tell you about them.
Well, I guess there's no stopping you, so go right on ahead.
Well, first of all, Jody is not seeing Preacher because she's madly in love with him, nor is she seeing him because she wants to spite you.
Okay, you've given me 2 reasons why she isn't seeing him. How about telling me why she is?
Because she thinks he killed Nora Fulton.
What the hell are you talking about?
Jody thinks that Preacher was being blackmailed by Nora because of the Barbara Montgomery beating. Anyway, the only reason why Jody is seeing Preacher is because she's playing Jody Travis, girl detective.
But that's crazy. I mean, if what you say is true, she could really get hurt.
Oh, tell me about it. We've been trying to talk her out of this thing. I mean, Dee Dee even told Miles about it. I don't think he had any luck.
No, he probably didn't. Jody's the most stubborn kid in town. Does Nicole know?
Probably by now.
Not that that would make any difference either. Listen, Cliff, is there any possibility that what Jody thinks about Preacher is true?
What, did he kill Nora Fulton?
Uh-huh.
Honest opinion?
Uh-huh.
No way.
Too bad for Nicole.
Yeah. But it is not too bad for you. Now that you know the real reason why Jody is having this little romance, the door is open. Why don't you put your foot in? Go see Jody now.
All right, yeah, maybe I should see her.
Camilla,
Yes, maybe you should. Why don't you go see her? I have better things to do.
Oh, come on, Camilla. At least let me see you home.
No, thank you. I can make my own arrangements.
Spencer, I'll get even with you, buddy. Whitney residence?
Mr. Varney, please. Camilla Devereaux calling.
I'm very sorry, Miss Devereaux, but Mr. Varney's busy and he don't want to be disturbed. Blackfoot Strand. Too hot.
The things we do to keep us comfortable.
But she's worth it.
That's why she gets Loves. We tried some elastic diapers that cost less, but they didn't all fit like Loves. Look, if they're wide, they bunch up between her legs. Loves is curved like an hourglass to fit comfortably.
Nothing's too good for our little tadpole.
Your baby's comfort begins with love, love. Don't worry, I'll be back.
Who's worried? It's drafty. Where's his blanket?
Here.
Ooh, it's not soft enough for him.
Honey, he's right. But I've tried lots of softeners, even liquids. Not new Downy.
New Advanced Formula Downy out-softens all other fabric softeners, even other liquids. No other brand can touch new Downy softness.
Soft?
New Downy softens best. April fresher, too.
Okay, sport?
Someone said thanks.
New Advanced Formula Downy.
Know what's missing in Pringles light potato chips? A lot of the fat you get in ordinary potato chips. Know what else? You'll never miss it.
Know what else is missing in Pringles Light? A lot of the salt you get in many ordinary chips. You'll never miss it.
You know what's not missing in Pringles Light? You guessed it.
Pringles Light in the silver can. Less fat, less salt, and so much flavor you'll never miss what's missing.
Strange, isn't it, Chief Mallory?
What's strange?
That a simple thing like a computer can change a man's life. It's all knowing which buttons to push.
Sorry, but this computer doesn't seem like a simple thing to me.
Oh, it is really. Machines are pragmatic, unbiased, unemotional. It's we human beings who are the complex machines. And yet, we haven't learned how to control the circuitry. We always seem to push the wrong buttons.
I hate to think what would have happened if you hadn't pushed the erase button. David Cameron would have the most sensitive documents in the country in his possession, and thank God right now he has nothing.
It's curious, isn't it? I've spent every waking moment for the last 3 years scheming, maneuvering. And now that it's gone, all I feel is a sense of relief.
Well, no regrets?
Not really. Well, not for the document. So, what's going to happen to me?
I don't know. I guess it's only fair to tell you that the government may decide to press charges against you anyway, in spite of your cooperation.
Yes. I thought of that for a fleeting moment. My main concern is what Cameron's next move will be.
That is anybody's guess.
Yes. But it's my belief that he thinks I have a copy of that phone book. He might be back at any moment to pick it up.
That'd be a very foolish thing for him to do. I've got my entire department alerted. The CEA must be breathing down his neck by now.
Maybe. But somehow, I don't think we've seen the last of Cameron.
Well, if that's so, I'll be waiting for him with open arms.
Excuse me. Hello?
Ian, it's Raven. Ian?
Yes.
You're not gonna hang up on me, are you?
No. I'm too curious. What possible reason could you have for calling me?
I want to talk to you, Ian. Will you see me?
They're just magnificent, aren't they?
Yes, quite so, quite so. A flawless collection. Not a dog among the lot, if I may use the expression.
You may.
In fact, Mr. Varney, I've been a diamond merchant all my life. I have never seen so many perfect diamonds at one time, in one place.
I'm glad to hear you say that, Mr. Eccles.
Mother Nature really knows her stuff, doesn't she?
She certainly does.
These little pieces of carbon, formed by the heat and pressure of the Earth over millions of years, well, I saw... I'm sorry. I always throw in a bit of geology with these transactions.
It's quite all right, Mr. Eccles.
In any case, the result is a jewel of dazzling beauty, inviting such greed and avarice in the hearts of men. But I don't like to think about that.
Nor do I, Mr. Eccles. I prefer to think of them as a girl's best friend.
Oh, a popular notion, Mr. Varney. But diamonds have no respect for gender. No reason why they shouldn't be a man's best friend. No reason at all.
I'm inclined to agree with you.
Now, I don't wish to appear to be rushing, but I'll leave this envelope with you containing our appraisal papers. You will find that we estimate the current value of these gems as close to $60 million.
Yes, well, everything's fine, Mr. Eccles. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, sir. Oh, if I may, a word of warning. Oh, well, the word is out in the diamond industry about this transaction. It's unavoidable, of course, being that we've had to purchase the gems from so many different sources.
You said a warning.
Well, yes, I would say that 99% of the people I do business with are totally honest. But sad to say, indeed, there's always that 1%, those evil few that might be tempted by easy avarice. Do I make myself clear?
Very clear, Mr. Eccles. I'll be extremely cautious.
Thank you. Well, don't let me detain you. I'll let myself out. Thank you, and goodbye.
Thank you, Mr. Eccles.
Yeah.
Hello.
Spencer.
Yes.
It's Camilla.
Hello, Camilla. I'm sorry I couldn't speak with you sooner. I was in a conference.
Oh, that's all right. Spencer, I'd really love to see you.
That's fine. How about right now?
Oh, that's wonderful. I was hoping you'd say that. Why don't you pick me up now? I'll meet you in front of the rock garden.
I'll be there in a few minutes.
Yes, goodbye.
If you really want a perm, get a Tony. Real curl, real bounce, real swing. If you really want a perm, get a Tony. Real curl, real bounce, real swing.
If you want it to last,
Tony,
get a real perm.
Tony.
The soft and lasting perm.
If you really want a perm, get a Tony. Real curl, real bounce, real swing.
See how good you can look?
If you really want a perm, get a Tony. Real curl, real bounce, real swing. Tony.
The soft and lasting perm.
Real swing.
What's the touching story behind these exclusive photos of Glenn's new baby? Inquiring minds want to know.
I want to know.
Would Jackie Gleason rather lose his leg than change his ways? This week's National Enquirer tells you. How can you change your spouse's bad habits? Can you laugh at old age with George Burns' diet, sex, and exercise book? It's an Enquirer exclusive. Does the Diary of Hitler's Doctor reveal a cocaine-addicted wreck? Find out in the Enquirer. Over 100 features for people with inquiring minds.
Like me.
Celebrate General Hospital's 20th anniversary and watch a week of great memories. Who could forget these favorites? Luke and Laura's wedding, Scorpio and Tiffany on the Island of Mystery, favorite villains, vintage footage of Steve and Jesse. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Don't miss it all next week.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, so since you feel that Cameron might be a threat to you, I'll have a couple of officers stay here for a few days.
Thank you, Chief. But as I said, I'm not nearly so worried about myself. Last time, Cameron used my wife as means of gaining my cooperation. He might try it again.
Don't worry. I'll make sure that Mrs. Devereaux is protected.
Yes. Mrs. Devereaux.
Excuse me, miss. It's raining and I wonder if you needed transportation. I have a limousine available between jobs, but I won't charge you more than cab fare.
No, thank you. I'm expecting someone.
And someone is expecting you.
What?
Just go quietly, please, miss.
Excuse me. Camilla, what the hell are you doing? You know you're...
The glass between the seats is bulletproof, and the doors in the back don't open from the inside. Don't even think of trying to get away.
Jell-O pudding pops, frozen pudding on a stick. You know, all the finest castles serve Jell-O pudding pops.
They do?
It's a snack fit for a king because it's so rich and creamy.
Yeah!
And Mom won't throw you into the old dungeon when you eat it because she knows it's made with real pudding.
It is?
Jell-O brand pudding pops. All the goodness of real Jell-O pudding made with milk, so you know it's wholesome.
A veritable feast for the tummy.
And I won't end up in the dungeon.
Bet you didn't know all the good things that go into shake and bake.
For goodness sake!
A dozen herbs and spices make it taste so nice. With shake and bake.
For goodness sake! Shake and Bake coating mix blends wheat and barley flour and a dozen herbs and spices to help you make a delicious chicken dinner.
Bet you didn't know all the good things that go.
For goodness sake!
Into shake and bake.
For goodness sake!
Seems as though a harmony is hard to find. Always on my mind. And frustrated days pass without sign.
Thursday, new information from an ABC News team investigation on the attempt to kill the Pope.
Plus, I'll tell you about a Chinatown murder mystery. Is it a case of mistaken identity?
And why are we paying $1 billion a year more than we should for military spare parts like these? What's 2020 tonight?
TV's more complicated. Local, network, cable, pay. To watch the best that's on, pick up the best. This week's TV Guide. TV Guide helps you decide.
Good afternoon, I'm Ernie Anastas. Coming up today at 5 o'clock, a subway derailment in Lower Manhattan. It is the second one this week. It happened just about an hour ago. There are no reports of injuries, but the rush hour certainly is a mess. We'll have a live report and this.
Cops shut down marijuana shops. Community residents say it's a matter of time. They'll be back. I'm Doris McMillan. I'll have that story.
Cheese?
Please don't tease. If I can hold you, honey, let me squeeze. Oh, my heart will go round and round.
That's me and not you, sugar. That's me. Breathless.
Jeremy, Jesse.
Richard Gere, Breathless, rated R. Starts Friday at a theater near you.
Thursday, John Denver and the Muppets turn the great outdoors upside down.
Mosquitoes aren't bad.
They're delicious. It's all new, John Denver's Rocky Mountain Holiday. Then, Monroe goes gaga over Muriel's ex-singing partner.
Who was that?
We have no idea. And it's too close for comfort. Then, is Amanda falling for her brother-in-law?
He doesn't look bad for his age. The man is a hunk.
Amanda's. Tonight.
Sears Carnival of Values is on with great savings. This Kenmore washer, just $299.99. Matching dryer, only $239.99. Both with permanent press cycle. Save $100 on this Kenmore microwave oven with electronic touch controls. Save $30 on this PowerMate vacuum with beater bar brush and dual edge cleaning. Save $150 on this Sears video recorder with still frame and visual scan. Hurry to the Carnival of Values at Sears.
Go, pop in the spring, it's in the air. Go hot with Goolagong active wear. You're in for a change at Sears. Go hot, go Goolagong. Terry tops, sporty shorts, warm-up suits for any sport. You're in for a change. Here, Mom. A wonderful change. Go Goolagong. You're in for a change at Sears.
On All My Children, Silver's identity is questioned.
No, I'm telling you, it was this girl. Her name is Connie Wilkes. She's calling herself Silver Cane. She's lying.
And on One Life to Live.
You get the board of directors to sell. We merge the Banner, the Chronicle. We're going to be one of the giants of the industry.
Dorian and Asa plan a partnership of revenge. All My Children, One Life to Live. Weekdays